If you logged into HVAKR this week, you may have noticed a few changes to our layout. Nothing crazy, just some housekeeping to streamline the different steps you go through in a logical fashion. Little renaming, and then one really cool feature with the 3D preview that I want to show you right now. So let's walk through it. First, this step right here used to be called Profile. Now we're calling it what it is. It's your basis of design. But within that, it's all the typical steps you're used to. Next, this used to be called Layout, and now we're calling it Building Model, because this is where you're going to provide all the data, all the inputs to model your building, your spaces, create your zones and systems. So that's all the same. One step here actually moved. So after envelope, we used to have envelope preview. That is now moving to our global 3D viewer, which I'll show you in just a moment. So following building model, you have system design. We used to call this loads, but really it's more than that. So now this is where you actually configure your system, you do your air balancing, and then to further design your system, layout is now where you're going to lay out your HVAC system. So this is where you're doing your duct layout, sizing, your duct design there. And then instead of having reports built into here, we now have a dedicated category for reports. So in the reports section, you can review your load summary here, like always, but this is also where you see reports on your duct design, equipment schedules, duct schedules, and to go to your report generator, you go to PDFs and CSVs. This is where you can generate the various reports that you want to bring onto your device. Now, 3D viewer. This is a really cool update. So we used to have a separate 3D viewer for dry side design and envelope preview. And now we've consolidated all of our 3D components so you can have one viewer and you can filter different components on and off. So right now I have all of them on. You can see I have my envelope preview as well as the duct shown here inside the envelope, and I can use this filter here to turn off different components. So if I turn off the roof, I can now see the ductwork really clearly within the envelope that I created. As always, I can turn off all of the envelope components and just see my duct design, or I can turn off the duct design and just see the envelope components like that. So really helpful view. And if you want to add, and we've also added this high performance mode, which eliminates some of the shading so that you can really quickly navigate around this thing, turn this off, and it is lightning fast. So those are the updates, and I hope you enjoy.